Hello everyone, welcome you all again to this class. So today for IP, from your syllabus we are going to discuss one another topic. So that is here from unit 1 already finished, unit 2, that is dictionary. Okay, in the last video already we have discussed about the lists. So what about list, how to create list, how to assign values, and what about to do in list already we have done in the list video. So now here in this video we are going to discuss about dictionary. So what we can do in dictionary, see concept of key value pair, creating, initializing, traversing, updating, and deleting elements, dictionary method, and built-in functions. So about this we are going to discuss. Okay, so now say in list already we have discussed that in a list we can assign number of elements, number of values of different types. Okay, if you're entering integer, if you're entering character, string, any values you can store in list already we have done. So now in dictionary also we can store different types of values. Dictionary in list what you got sets that, see, suppose these are the list values, you need 2. So this is the list value. So u is there in the position number index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that you will store. But here in dictionary, one key and value you will get. There is no index. The key is the index for that value. Okay, in dictionary you will get key value concept here. So for that I have prepared some programs for you. So directly I am going to show you the practical program so that you will understand quickly. Okay, this is dictionary program 1. So see, I am going to show you. See, and this is the first dictionary that I have created for you. To print dictionary program, so it will print dictionary program. So here see, D is the dictionary here. Okay, so now see in L, in list what we have done, suppose this is a list. Okay, suppose this is a list. Suppose this is a list. I'm just going to show you. L is equal to, inside square bracket I am giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now in list these values are stored here in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the indexes in the positions. In position number 0, 1 is there. In position number 1, 2 is there, like that. Okay, but here in dictionary there is no position and values. Here you will get this key and this is the value here. Okay, in dictionary that is the difference between list and dictionary. And here this position, this key should be unique for dictionary. It cannot be duplicate. Just remember that. Okay, the key should be unique. And here see dictionary, in dictionary in list, suppose we have to display this 2, then what to do? L1 we have to write. In L position number 1, 2 is there, but here D1 if you will write, then Monday will come. D2 if you will write, then Tuesday will come, like that. Okay, okay, done. Delete this. Now go to the dictionary. D, in list we have started with square bracket, and dictionary we have to start with this curly bracket. Clear? So now here see 1 is the key here and this is the value. This is the key. This key value concept is there in dictionary. Similarly 1 colon Monday, so 1 is key, Monday is value. 2 colon Tuesday, 2 is key, Tuesday is value. 3 colon Wednesday, last colon finished. So last is the key and finished is the value here. So if you will print this dictionary, then these values will come in a default order. You cannot say that this Monday will come first, then Tuesday will come second. You cannot say. Dictionary will take by default order. So it will display the elements of dictionary, the values of dictionary in its own order. Okay. So now if you will print this D, then it will display these records for the first output. Okay. Just we have discussed up to this line, not discussed this. So we have discussed to this. Now see, run this program, press F5. See, this output is coming. This output is coming. In dictionary 1 Monday, 2 Tuesday, 3 Wednesday, last finish. So dictionary key value, dictionary values has displayed. Okay. See, if you will print D, that means this dictionary is displayed. Now another way to display the values. So here see, for by using loop, for I in D. I is a looping variable. In D means how many values are there, how many records are there in D, that much of time this loop will execute. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 values are there, so 4 times it will execute. So for the first time for I in D, for the first time, the value of I is what? I in D. This is the first value. And here this is the second value. So here it will come the value of I means it will come 1 colon DI. D1 value is Monday. I is 1 here and D1 is Monday here. For the next time, I is 2 here, for D2 is Tuesday here. For I is 3 here, D3 is Wednesday here. I is last here and D last is finished here. Okay. So if you'll show the output here, then see what it will come. See. Another way, 1 colon Monday, 2 colon Tuesday, 3 colon Wednesday, last colon finish. So this is about dictionary. I think it is clear. So how to display. Okay. So after that one, another example I am going to show you. Dictionary basic. So here what I have done, see, print display keys and values. Okay. So if you will write, see, 0, 3. So in the previous example, the string we have Monday, Tuesday was the string there. So the string values we have written in double quote. And the numeric values we no need to write inside singular double quote. Okay. So now here 0 is the key here, value is 3. 78 key, 3 is the value. 5 is key, 2 is the value. So like that these values are there. But here see 0 should be unique because this is key. Okay, key should be unique in dictionary. So here see this is 0, one another key is also 0. Only one key will come in the output. Next value it will not take because repetition value it will not take in dictionary. Okay. So now if you will run this program, so now see what will come. So here say these values are coming. 0, 10 is coming but 0, 3 has not come. Okay. See 0, 3 has not come. 0, 3, 1, 2, 5, 2, 78, 3. So these values are coming. Okay. Done. After that, the next example, dictionary key and values. So here in this example, see the display key and values. And this is the dictionary here. D is equal to 1 Monday up to this. This dictionary value we have assigned to this D. Print D. That means this dictionary will display. Print key. Only keys we are going to display. Just this statement I have written here. For I in D, print I. If you will display this I, that means these keys will come. 1, 2, 3, last will come. Okay. Now see, the keys what it will come. If run this program, the keys what it will come. See, the keys are coming 1, 2, 3 and last is coming. Print values this time. Now see, for the print values, for I in D, DI I am writing here. If you write single I, that means only the keys will come. If you write DI, that means the dictionary I, these values will come. Okay. I means this 1, 2, 3, 4 last. And D1 means Monday. D2 means Tuesday. So like that the values will come in the next dictionary values. See, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday finished has come. Okay. So in the next see, print D dot keys if you will write, then also it will display the keys. D dot values if you will write, then also it will display the dictionary values. Okay. So for D dot keys, these are coming, and D dot values, these are coming. Done. Done. Go to the next example. Dictionary convert to list. From the dictionary you are converting to list. See how. This is the dictionary here. Okay. Done. And k is equal to list dot d dot keys. So you are converting to list. So this is type conversion function. Already in the basic class we have discussed. List you are converting to list. To what values you are converting to list? D dot keys. You are retrieving the keys from this dictionary. Dictionary keys you are converting to list. After converting this, you are storing into k. So the k value it will be there 1, 2, 3 and last. Okay. And then again similarly v is equal to list dot d dot values. So these values will convert to list and it will display. Okay. The values will come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, last and Wednesday and finish. See. See here, see. In the first list in K, these values are coming. That means keys are coming here. And this is another list. This is list, that is why it is coming inside square bracket. Done. Now go to the next example. Dictionary output is there. See how it has come. Find output. ARR is equal to empty dictionary. There is no value in this dictionary. ARR 1 is equal to 1. That means this is the key and this is the value here. In the dictionary ARR, the first key is 1, first value is 1. 1:1 is there. It is clear. After that, ARR 1 equal to 2. That means this is the second value. This is string value 1:2. Okay. So now ARR 1 plus 1. So ARR 1 value is 1 here plus 1, 2. So when the output will come, then only it is better to understand. See, I'm going to show you the result. See, this is the output coming here. ARR empty dictionary, ARR 1, 1. So in the dictionary ARR 1. So no, wait. After execution of this statement, I'm going to show you the dictionary here. After execution of this statement, I'm going to print the dictionary, what about there in the dictionary. Okay, print, here I am writing ARR. So what is there in ARR, I'm going to display here. Okay, now run this program, Control S, then F5. See, this is coming. In the dictionary, the values are 1, 2, 1, 1 is coming. Okay, so here how these values has come. ARR 1, 1, this is a numeric value, this is a numeric value. This is the key and this is the value. In the first key and value is 1, 1. So 1, 1 is coming. Already I told that it will take by default order. That is why the first value what we have enter is coming next. In the next value what we are doing, 1 equal to 2. So this is the key here and this is the value here. Okay, now see the output. This is the key here and this is the value here, and this key is the string value we are assigning here. So that is why this is the string value is coming, and this is key, this is key, this is value, this is value here. Done. So this print ARR means this output is coming. In the next line, ARR plus equal to 1. ARR 1 plus equal to 1. ARR 1 means the first one. ARR 1 value is what? ARR 1's value is this 1. Plus 1 means 2. That means in this one key, this value is 2. So that is why this has changed. See, 1, this is 2. Okay. Then for sum is equal to 0 for k in ARR. K is the looping variable here in ARR. So how many values are there in this dictionary? That much of time this loop will execute. How many values are there? 1, 2. Okay. Sum plus is equal to ARR k. ARR k means these values. 2 plus 2, it will come 4. ARR 1, this one value is 2, and ARR this one value is 2. So this 2 plus 2, 4 is coming. These values are adding here. Okay. So try to understand by yourself. So if you will not try, then again I will show you. So you have to think by yourself, then only you will understand. So about this dictionaries, how to find the output of this program, I have done. The next program is dictionary elements. So here see, print add elements to a dictionary. Employee. So this is the dictionary here. The dictionary name is this employee. Name is key. Deep is value. Age is key. 30 is value. Sub is key. Comp is value. Okay. So print employee. So if you will display this employee, that means this dictionary will come. Then you are adding another value, key value to the dictionary. For that, you can write like this. Employee sale is equal to 40,000. So key is the sale here and 40,000 value here. Okay. After adding, it will display this employee. In this display, it will come after adding this sale 40,000 also here in this dictionary. Okay. If we will run this program, see, for the first output here, it is coming up to this. After adding, sale 40,000 is also coming here in this same dictionary. Existing dictionary, it has added sale 40,000. Okay. Now go to the next one. Employee AASSDGGG. So this value also you are adding. Same thing you are doing what you are doing here you have done. So same another field also you have added here. Okay. So like that you can add new value to a existing dictionary. This is also dictionary output. So here, so this program is also, I think, try to understand by yourself. But see, text is equal to COMOPCC. So like that, one word we have stored here in text. Okay, one string we have stored. Counts is equal to empty dictionary. Okay, CT is equal to 0. One variable we have taken. The value of this variable is 0 here. LST is equal to empty list. Now, this is the logical statement we are writing here. See, for let in text, let is the variable, like I we have written here. Let is the variable here, and this is the looping variable here. For let, that means letter, you can say. For letter in text, text means this is the text. These are the letters, you can say, just for the concept. This is the looping variable here. If let not in lst, that means the letter what it will take from this text, com, these are the values of this let. Okay, the first value of let is c here. Okay, c, if c not in lst, is there c in lst? No, this is empty. So what it will do, lst dot append let. That means now the list value, already you know how to append value into list. So now the value of list is c here, this c. Done. Here for let in text, for the first one, okay, for the first, suppose the value of let is c, that means the first character here in the dictionary, in the text. So here this is c in text, condition is true, come inside. If let c not in lst, is there in lst c? No, c is not there in lst, this is empty. So it will, this condition is true, so it will come here lst dot append let. Now the value of lst is c here. Done. Counts let is equal to 0. So counts let, that means counts letter is c is equal to 0. It has stored internally. It is not in dictionary. Okay. So now in Notepad I am going to show you. These are Notepad. So here in the list lst value, lst, it has append what? Lst, it has append c. For the first time, it has append here. After that, counts let is equal to 0. That means count let means, counts let is what? Counts let is c here. Counts let, count let is c here, plus 1. Plus 1. So counts let value was 0 here. 0 plus 1, 1. So counts let c, in the dictionary you will get c 1, like that. This is the first value you get for dictionary. This is colon or curly bracket. Now see, here counts let is equal to 0. That means counts means this is the dictionary. Let means c is equal to 0. What you have done in the previous example. So letter here is c. Here the letter is c is equal to 0. That means in the dictionary c 0 here. Okay. Then ct is equal to ct plus 1. So this ct value is 1 now. Ct is equal to 1 now. Okay. So now counts let, that means c is equal to counts let plus 1. Counts let plus 1 means c is equal to, it was 0 here. Now this is 1. 0 plus 1. Here this was 0. So now this time c here 0 plus 1, 1. C colon 1 is there in this dictionary now. For the next time when you will go, then you will understand clearly. Now see. Now second time, here the value is O. LET value is O here. O in text. O in text. This is true. Come inside. O not in LST. Yes, it is not there. Then what it will do? This condition is true. LST dot append LET. So here it will add O also. Comma O. After that, counts let means counts let what? Counts let, this count let is what? O. So here one another key value it will add O. Another key value it will add, that is O. Counts let, letter is O here, colon. So here initially value we have assigned, that is 0. How many O's are there? 0. After that it will go to next statement. Ct is equal to Ct plus 1. Now this time this value will change to 2. After that, counts LET, this time counts LET is what? Counts O is equal to counts O plus 1. So O, how this value will change? Count O value was 0 there, count LET value is 0 there, 0 plus 1 is 1. So this time this is 1, O is also 1. After that again it will go to here because this is a looping statement. So next time again M is coming. So M is not there in the list. So again it will add to this list, comma M. After that here again it will add M colon 0. After that CT will 3. This is 3. Then again counts LET is equal to counts LET plus 1. So this is M is also 1. After that again it will go here. Next time again O is coming. Now see, it will get the difference now. When O will come again, if LET not in LST, because O is already there in the list, this statement will not execute again because this condition is false. LET is O here. This O is already there in the list. Already we got before. Yes or not? This is C. So now where it will go? It will go to this statement. CT is equal to CT plus 1. Now the value of CT is 4 here. Now counts LET. Counts LET means what? This is O. O is equal to counts LET plus 1. This O, this value is 1, was 1. Now it is 2. Plus 1, now it is 2. Done. After that, again see what it will come. P will come. So P is not there. P is not there in the list. Okay. So again what it will do? It will add P here, comma P. Now after adding P, so it will come here also, comma P colon 0 it will come because this 0 is assigned here. So CT is equal to CT plus 1. So again this value will increase. This is 5 now. So next time here P, counts P is equal to P plus 1. So this is 1. 0 plus 1, 1. So like that it will add which is already exists in the list, that value it will increase. It will not execute this statement. So directly this value will increase. So how many C's are present there in the text, how many O's are present there in the text. So like that it will count and it will display. Okay. So P will come here, then C will come again. C is already there in the list. So it will add the value. How many C's it will get? 3 C's it will get. So here it will get the value of C is 3. So like that you will get the output. Okay. So now how I have shown you, you have to try. You will try, then you will understand automatically. C is 3. How many C's are present in this text? It will count. In the dictionary it is storing, and in the list LST it has stored these values. Okay. So this is the output for dictionary. So after that, the next example, again dictionary output is there, and myDict is the variable here, dictionary value. So here these are the values have stored in myDict. These values have stored A 27, B 43, C 25, like that some values are there. These are the keys and these are the values. So val A and val VALA is empty variable is there, empty string. For I in myDict, okay, this is the looping variable in myDict. That means how many values are there, key values are there in the dictionary, that much of time this loop will execute. If I greater than val A is equal to I. So now here see what is the value of I. I value is A for I in my dictionary. I is A here. I greater than val A. So I greater than val A. There is what? There is empty. So A is greater than val A. That means condition is true. It will come inside. Val A is equal to I. The value of val A is A here. Okay. Val B is equal to myDict I. So in my dictionary A, the val B is the variable here. There we are storing myDict A. A is here, because the value of I is A here, my dict A value is 27. The value of val B is 27 now. Okay, val B is 27 now. After that, if you will execute this loop again, so this is coming, I value is coming this time B. Okay, B is coming here. B greater than val A. Val A value was what? Val A value was A. B greater than A. Condition true. Come inside. Val A is equal to here I. This is B. This time val A value is B here. Val B is equal to my dictionary B. So what is the value here? Val B. In val B the value is 43 here. So val B 43 here this time. Again it will increase the loop. Now I, in I's place it has come C. Okay. C greater than val A. Val A value was B. Condition true. Come inside. Again the value of val B is 25 here. Again it will increase. Now the value of I is D. D greater than C. Condition is true. So it will come inside val A is equal to I. I means D here. The value of val A is D. Val B is my dictionary D. My dictionary D value is 30 here. So again it will increase. Now after that there is no value. So that means this loop has finished. That means at last the value of val A is D here. Val B is 30 here. Print val A, val B. So it will come D and 30. D and 30 is coming. And this is false. So why this false is coming? 30 in my dictionary. So if you will see the value like this, you will not get. 30 in my dictionary you cannot check. You can check D in my dictionary. You can check C in my dictionary. The keys are unique here in the dictionary. So you can give keys here. So it will come true. So if you will not give the keys directly, if you are writing values, then it will show false. After that, nested dictionary is there. That means dictionary inside dictionary. See, employee, div. This is the key here. And this is the nested dictionary. One another dictionary is there as the value. Age is the key here. 20 is value. Sale is the key here. 20,000 is value. Okay. So here is also, this is Kapil. Kapil is the key here. And this is the value here. As the this is known as nested dictionary. That means dictionary inside dictionary. Print employee, it will display this result. Or name in employee. Name in employee. That means keys in employee. So here it will display print name. That means this key will come. Deep employee name. So just display this one first. Okay. Run this. See how it is coming. Kapil, age is this, salary is this, deep age is this, salary is this, like this is coming. After that, this output is the for next one. How it is coming? See, Kapil, this is coming. Deep, this is coming. So how it has come? See, name. Here I am displaying name. In place of name, this name, Deep or Kapil may come. Okay. After this column is coming, this column is coming. After that, employee name means employee Deep. So employee Deep's value is this. All the values will come. Suppose in place of this employee name, Kapil may be there. So employee Kapil, this value will come. So like that, the output is coming here. See, employee Kapil, these records are coming. This is the value. Employee Deep, these values are coming. Okay. So after that, print or for key in employee. So here another way to display, print employee key. In place of name, we are taking here key like that. Okay. As a looping variable. Print employee key. So employee key means in place of this key, it will come this Deep or Kapil. Print A is equal to str dot employee key is. So like this also you can display. Key you are displaying separately, salary you are displaying separately. So here you have displayed at the same time, you are displayed separately. So here employee Kapil, age 30, salary 25,000. Employee Deep, age is this, salary is this. So when you will see practically, then you will understand automatically. You can sense this and you can try, you will understand automatically. So these are the different dictionary programs are there. So these are dictionary output. So delete elements I am going to show you. Now this is delete element. how to delete dictionary element. So here see, so like this we can delete element. So here del, by using del keyword we can delete. Print before delete, so this is our dictionary. So dictionary it will display. Del employee name, so name will delete. Okay, name will delete means zone will also delete. Name and zone, this is key and this is value. By using the key you can delete the key value from a dictionary. After delete you will get salary and age only. So like that. And pop also you can use, and employee.pop age, so like this also you can delete any field from the dictionary. Okay, then age equal to 10, define call. So this is different program. Global variable, this is different program. Actually it has not in dictionary. Delete, Control S, Control F5. So here this is the dictionary. First it has come. After that, after delete this, see name is not there, name zone is not there. Here in the previous dictionary, in the first dictionary, this is name and zone, and after deleting, name zone is not there. After delete the another thing, it is not there. The age is also not there in the dictionary. Salary and 10,000 is only there. So like that you can delete. After that, another, suppose this is output again, you can see dictionary. So okay, these are different. Even dictionary update is also there. Okay, dictionary update I'm going to show you. Here see, print update method. So employee name zone, salary 10,000, age 25, employee name deep, print employee. So it will display the employee. Employee.update employee. So like this you can update the dictionary. So what you are updating, employee1 dot update employee. From employee dictionary you are updating this employee1. Okay, employee is a dictionary, employee1 is another dictionary. In employee this record is there, and employee1 name and deep is there. Okay, so print employee, so it will display employee1, it will display employee1 dot update employee. So employees record, it will go to the employee1. So if you run this program, so see, in employee1 also it has come. So from employee what it is there, you are updating to employee1 also. So that is why in employee1 is also the same thing what is there in the employee dictionary. Okay, so like that you can use this update function. So different functions are there, different dictionary programs are there. So I request you all to practice all the programs. So I have not discussed in these videos all the programs, it will take so much of time. So you do one thing, you will practice all these programs. So that is actually easier process to understand quickly the programs. So if you will try, okay, I have discussed some of the programs from this dictionary. So the left programs also you have to practice. If you will not understand anything, then you can ask me, I will show you again. Okay, I will discuss again the same videos. So if you will have any problem, if you have any doubt, then you can ask me in WhatsApp group. So for today we have finished dictionary here. So all the programs you have to practice. Okay, all these programs I will send you on mail. Okay, thank you, bye bye.